And Mike, the other part, I mean, there's no proof of life, right? We always use that term. There's zero proof of life here for 14 years. And on top of it, we have an internet. And, you know, if these three boys were kept together and raised together, at the time they went missing, at least the oldest one had an understanding of what was going, that, you know, I have a dad, I have a mom, and all of that. There is no way that a child, the oldest at least, and perhaps the middle child as well, would have a recollection of life before that day. And to me, that's a big part of this as well, because back in the old days, you know, you're abducted, you go somewhere, there's no way to know, to research. Here, it's really easy.
There's many reasons why this would happen, because even if you hear stories about people who were like artificial insemination and find out when they're adults that they were, you know, that they have a different father or mother, and they go and they seek them out and they find them, right? You see documentaries about it. These kids weren't taken to another planet. They were taken, according to their dad, down the street, right? They were taken from Lenawee County to maybe, you know, 100 miles away. So you have that. You have the fact that all of them would be adults now. You have the fact that we have the internet, like you just said. You have the fact that they obviously they were aware of the fact that they were abducted when they were abducted. They weren't taken when they were 2 months old. The oldest one was almost 10 when they were taken. I have a 9-year-old, but he remembers everything, right? So if he were to leave his house, he'd know 10 years down the road that he left his house. So absolutely, these kids are dead. There's no way that they're alive. Again, even if they were just adopted when they were 2 months old and they found out they have another mom, there's an internet, there's this show, there's all over the news that these kids have people searching for them. They absolutely would have come home. There's just no conceivable way in my mind that 1, 2, 3, all 3 kids would not come back, and they were given. There's kids who go to the Amish community and they just leave just because they want to leave, let alone they weren't from there. So absolutely, if these kids were alive, at least one of them would have popped up.